T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, I've not streamed in so long, dude. Fucking hell. Posted on Twitter. I probably should put maybe don't expect anything special. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And here come the Battlefield 6 questions. Fucking hell. Hopefully the mic's okay. Is this a real Tom? Yeah, I need to change. I think what I'm going to do is change the name of this channel to Tom Henderson. Because yeah, I mean, Long Sensation's a little bit immature. I'm not 14 anymore. Hey Crash Man, welcome to the stream, dude. I've been loving your videos. You got a very bright future in front of you with the next Battlefield title, I'm sure. But at the moment I'm drinking Buffalo Trace whiskey. How do we know this is the real Tom? I've posted it over on my Twitter, if that helps. Any new info on World War II Vanguard? I'm gonna... So the idea was to do the Gone Gold newsletter, obviously every single week, but obviously things get in the way, and it's sometimes hard to get info. And with the Vanguard stuff, because it's such a delicate situation, I'm trying to approach it a little bit differently to how I would normally do things. So I'm just kind of trying to gather as much information as possible before I dive into making a Gone Gold episode for that. So it'll come out. I mean, a lot of the stuff at the moment with Vanguard is, in my opinion, it's a little bit fictional. It seems that a lot of people are just going off what I've said, that Vanguard is in a rough state, so therefore things such as there's a rumour today that campaign is not going to be coming to the game and stuff like that, which it is. It's just the case of I'm approaching Vanguard very cautiously because it is a brand new studio. Obviously it is Sledgehammer Games, but it's essentially a brand new studio. I think 85% of the staff over there are brand new, which obviously comes with its own problems with development and stuff like that, but the COVID and stuff and Warzone integrations have messed things up a little, and have been, in my opinion, a little bit too ambitious with what they tried to do with Vanguard, and it's kind of backfired. The reason for that is probably just because they knew with the next Battlefield title on the horizon they needed to do something a little bit more different with Call of Duty, but it just seems that at the moment they've not been able to go through with what they've planned on doing. So we'll talk about Vanguard here and there, but in terms of any exclusive information or anything like that, including on Battlefield, I'm probably not going to be dropping any of that stuff in today's live stream. I just wanted to turn on the stream, see how it went, have a cheeky whiskey, and then proceed. Buffalo Trace, let's go. I love that. Yeah, Eagle Rare. Yeah. I mean, we have different whiskies over here. Like Rare Eagle is pretty hard. Eagle Rare, sorry, is pretty hard to get over here. When will I make another drawing? I was actually thinking of doing one on Battle Royale, but we'll see. It's one of those. So with the drawings, it's one of those weird situations where it's like I can probably do a scrapbook of the trailer, or I could probably put like some videos from YouTube together to make like a trailer on what to expect and stuff like that. But then if it turns around and then they decide for whatever reason not to release that trailer for the reveal, then it's a bit of a shit one, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter because they are going to release that trailer at some point. But it's the case where I don't want to be making 10 drawings on a trailer for it to not release, But it will. Even if it doesn't officially release, I'm sure that someone somewhere will end up putting it online, if you know what I mean. Not me, obviously. I don't do that sort of stuff. What's my opinion on Calibri on Twitter? He doesn't know anything. He's full of shit. Yeah. He doesn't know anything, and there's a lot of people that are game changers and that are in DICE that are literally laughing at that dude. But he's up his own ass, so whatever. Did I personally see the video, or is it second-hand information? Let's just say I will not be loading up Premiere in this stream. What's my thoughts on the graphics jump for this next Battlefield? Perhaps the best looking game ever. So yeah, this is one of the things, right? I wanted to stay away from the general coverage of Battlefield 6 because it's the case of like I can sit here and say that the graphics of the next Battlefield game are going to be better than Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 because that's just obvious, right? And that's what a lot of people did, and to some extent that is what I did. I think it was May last year, or even earlier than that, maybe April last year. So we're talking a good 12 months ago when I first started talking about Battlefield. I first started talking about there being 128 players. A lot of even the game changers and DICE friends at that point were still like, nah, it's going to be 64, dude. But like even back then, I was still covering Battlefield information a little bit vaguely. And then when I started to get into these specifics, started to get into these drawings, that's when essentially no one could cover the leaks. I mean, you can all think for yourselves when it comes to covering Battlefield 6 leaks, that everyone stopped covering my information once I started posting those images, because essentially it breaks their non-disclosure agreements. So yeah, I mean, in terms of Battlefield 6 graphics, like, it does look really good. It looks like there's an explosion in the trailer, and it legitimately looks like a movie. I don't want to obviously I'm spoiling the trailer and the game by saying what I'm saying, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to really do that much, if you know what I mean. Like, we're probably a week or two from the reveal. Unfortunately, I don't know the reveal date, but we're not long away now, and there's no point in me just spewing out a load of crap. Because it is obviously up to the developers and publishers and whatever. So will I be doing another drawing? Yeah, I'm going to do another drawing, but not on the trailer. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Probably on Battle Royale. But we'll see. We'll see what I decide. Do I know the tone of the trailer? Yeah, it's its own music. It's its own trailer music, if that makes sense. And then obviously you get the next game's theme toward at the end when the name of the game comes up. But it's like, it's to match the trailer. Dildo matter camo looks so good. Dude, it took me so long to get this camo. The thing is, when I was grinding for this camo, I didn't know about reverse boosting that much, and I just never did it. And then when I started to do it, like, all this gameplay in the background is reverse boosted gameplay. When I started to do it, I mean, I think every gameplay that I've put on the background of this stream is a double nuke, so 2 nukes in one game. How many players in BR? I'm not sure. Stuff like that, like how many players in BR and stuff like that, it's just impossible to know at the moment. I mean, for all I know, they could be testing 250 players, and then I don't want to tell you guys that, because then if it's 200, because for whatever reason there was performance issues with 250 or whatever, then it's just like, yeah, it's still too premature to be talking about player numbers in BR. Like, it's probably going to come out midway through next year, I would imagine. I mean, if it comes free to play with the game on launch, then that would be cool, but I don't think that's the case. How did I get to see the trailer? And obviously I can't say. It's just one of them things. Do I know what we're getting for Season 4 maps? Ghost. Oh, you're talking about for Call of Duty. I'm not sure. The thing with COD at the moment, because I'm The weird thing about Call of Duty at the moment is because I'm personally not that interested in it, is that I'm not really bothered about getting information on it, if that makes sense. Like, at the moment, I'm very invested into Battlefield. I think that I really do believe that Battlefield has a genuine chance at being a phenomenal game. And not only that, I genuinely believe that it is going to be a game that a lot of people are going to move over to from Call of Duty. Obviously, Call of Duty has its own community, its own player base, and Battlefield is a little bit different. It's less arcadey in my opinion. But I just feel that this year that it's going to be a home run for Battlefield. But that's my opinion. I mean, obviously I've seen what I've seen, and it's essentially give me that mindset where I know about both games. But I guess it just comes down to your own opinion when both games get revealed. I mean, obviously we're talking a week or two maybe for Battlefield 6, and then Vanguard isn't going to be revealed till late August, beginning of September, to be honest. So we're still a while away from seeing what they have to do there. If I'm missing your questions, just keep putting them in the chat. If I don't respond to it, it's because it's maybe too specific and I don't really want to cover it, and yeah, stuff like that. I feel like the revealed trailer will have the same COD killer trailer like Battlefield 6. It's hard to say, man. I can only speak for myself, and I think it's a really good trailer, but at the same time it does, I guess, like, the trailer does keep you asking. For example, the tornado, like, is that going to be every game? Is that going to flow through the map the same direction? It isn't. It's going to be dynamic weather, but you know what I mean? Like, it asks more questions, which obviously that is then for the marketing and stuff to figure out. Maybe game changes or whatever will cover that in more detail once the trailer drops. I'm not sure. Is tomorrow possible for the trailer date reveal? Yeah, it is possible. I mean, I've always been honest over on Twitter. I do not know when the reveal trailer is, but yeah, tomorrow's possible, and then so is Monday. So it's Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna state dates because I don't know. You know, if I knew, I'd tell you, but I don't like to claim things as facts when I don't know. And it's saying free to play Battle Royale's the only chance it has over to take over COD. Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean, Crash. So, like, everything I've heard does hint at a BR coming. So it's like, you know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Warzone at the moment is doing well, but it is. How's it going to be in 6 months? How's it going to be in 9 months? It's going to be stale as shit. And like, in my opinion, they really did mess up with the old Ural Mountains thing, which apparently people are saying is still coming. But like I said, because I'm not that invested in COD at the moment, I'm not really bothered about finding out information. It usually just comes to me through an email or through DMs or whatever, but I just haven't been actively seeking it. You predicted on Twitter that the trailer would drop May 5th to May 8th. Why do you think that? I think I said May 5th to May 7th. I don't think it'll drop on a Saturday. Yeah, it just makes sense. It is soon, which is what Battlefield has said. And it does tie in with previous reveals, and it just makes sense. It's a nice gap between E3, but then again, it could be a week or two later. We just don't know. But they do need to hurry up with the reveal. I'm getting impatient. is the situation still the same with regards to you not hearing anything about last gen? So yeah, with Battlefield 6, I've not heard anything on last generation, and I've not heard anything on campaign, which is unbelievably unusual. Like typically when we, typically how it works with Call of Duty, I mean, it might be completely different with Battlefield. Like, to be completely honest, this is the first time I've done it for Battlefield, so like I understand the skepticism that I'm not trusted, or dude, trust me bro, and all that kind of crap. But typically how information does come about is that we do get things such as estimated release date, trailer release date, like specifics on player count for game modes, generations of consoles it will release on, and a little bit of, it's usually like bits of campaign information, like the direction in which the game is going. And that's why when I originally covered Battlefield, I said that it was going to be a really unique co-op experience, and that's just because of the words that I was reading. Turn up the mic, psych. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. But yeah, but so yeah, with the co-op experience campaign stuff, that's because of the words that I was reading, like you're gonna play as a specialist unit and blah blah blah. So obviously, just because of how leaks work, I just thought that it was gonna be this really unique co-op campaign. But then I was told that no, this is the backstory of the game itself. So at the moment, I've not heard about last gen, and I've not heard about campaign information, which tells me that it's very unlikely that those are not going to be coming with the next Battlefield title. I mean, it could. Like, I'm not going to say that it isn't, but it is very, very, very unusual not to hear stuff like that. So Battlefield 5 crash landing could return. Any chance for body dragging? I'm not sure on the body dragging. Trying to think. I think what they're trying to do is basically live up to the expectations of Battlefield 5 before it released, and incorporate the stuff that wasn't going into, that didn't make it into the game. So crash landing is 100% coming to the game, like 100%. But I'm not sure about body dragging. How do you not get killed for leaking info? I mean, I've not signed an NDA or anything like that. I've seen some wild theories floating around, like I'm a game changer that signed an NDA on a different account with a fake name and stuff like that, and all this wild stuff. I've worked in the gaming industry now for like 10 years. I've signed hundreds of NDAs, and I've never broke a single NDA. I've just never signed one for Battlefield. Or Call of Duty, actually, speaking of Call of Duty. Talk remastered CODs. I mean, there's not much to say, dude. I don't think Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is coming. Especially not this year. I think they'll just pump out Vanguard regardless, and then proceed with Infinity Ward's next Modern Warfare title, whatever it's going to be called. It's probably not going to be called Modern Warfare 2, obviously, but I just think from a marketing point of view, releasing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered this year and then releasing another Modern Warfare next year, just, I don't know, man. Just doesn't make sense to me. But we'll see. Companies have NDAs to not respond to Tom. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't think I can really say, but especially with Battlefield, man. I mean, obviously when I was doing the vague shit, like talking about 128 players and stuff like that, then that sort of stuff was covered, because it's like, oh yeah, it's just a well-educated guess. But when I started to get into the specifics, then that stuff just wasn't covered. So yeah. Will Battlefield 6 have campaign? I've not heard about a campaign, which, like I said previously, is incredibly unusual. I'm not saying it's not going to come to the game, but the fact that I haven't heard anything is unusual, so yeah. Oh. When did the development of Battlefield 6 start? I think it was about 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, I'm pretty sure the idea has been floating around for like 8 or 9 years though. Only specific types of vehicles we'll see in Battlefield 6. Just look up future tech. Just look up, if you want to know about weapons and vehicles and all that sort of stuff, just look at what just look at what I was going to say. Yeah, if you want to know what weapons and vehicles come into Battlefield 6, just look at what is in development now by the military, and you'll get your answer pretty fast. Whiskey on the rocks, dude. Don't roast me. I've seen gameplay of Battlefield. I can't say, man. In fact, yes, I'm going to say no, I have not. Can you talk about the state of Vanguard? As I said at the beginning of the stream with Vanguard, it's something that I'm investigating, but yeah, it's not good. It's not terrible, but it's like, yeah. Once I get more information, then I'll release it. How wacky is the customization in Battlefield 6? So yeah, this is the customization thing with Battlefield 6. So this is something a lot of like news outlets and even people who did cover it was very concerned about, and I think that it was misinterpreted. When I meant wacky, I meant because it is future tech, so masks and helmets play a really big role in Battlefield 6. There isn't really a lot of like people's faces, if that makes sense, and like body armor and juggernaut suits and all this sort of stuff. Like all the armor stuff plays a big role in the game, but it I didn't mean that it's going to be like bright pink guns and clown masks and stuff like that. So I think that it was misinterpreted. Yeah. Yeah, the Ronin headgear, yeah. So yeah, there is some stuff like that in the game. So like when it's, yeah, so with the Ronin headgear, that's what I meant, not necessarily like like bright pink helmets and stuff. I meant wacky as in you can add like night vision goggles onto your character, or armor plates to your shoulders, and you can put on a juggernaut suit and that sort of stuff instead of the Call of Duty route, which is like Putin with no t-shirt and clown masks and all that kind of bollocks. I mean, we'll see when the game releases, because obviously when a game releases, it's like the developers go in whichever direction they want. So yeah. So the new Battlefield is modern. Yeah, it's like 10, 15 years in the future. So it's like 2030s. Or 20, it could even be 2040s. I'm not entirely sure on the exact decade, but to me it looked more 2030s than anything else. Can I choose my gender now? This is some. I didn't want to cover the gender stuff because I mean we all know how it goes with video games for some weird reason. But I think the idea behind all of the armor and the helmets and stuff is that it doesn't matter if you're going to be a female or male character. It's like you can't really tell. Like all of the character models that I've seen is like full armor. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it just doesn't matter. No jetpacks or anything, right? No, there's no jetpacks. There is wingsuits. I'm not sure if they're going to come to the core game or come to the game as part of DLC. My best bet is that it's probably going to come to the game in Battle Royale, like Blackout, where you had a wingsuit to glide down. But yeah, I think the wingsuits was on a recon class. Hey, let's play, not talk. Oh, don't worry about the gameplay. It's just the gameplay in the background is like 10 different games where I got a double nuke in each game. It is all like reverse boosted stuff because, oh dear me, skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty is terrible, and that's why I think a lot of people are going to move over to Battlefield. What's the map size compared to Battlefield 5? I think just naturally it should be expected that the map size is going to be much bigger. Because it is more players. But yeah, even the reveal trailer map looks ridiculously big, in my opinion. So even the drawing is like... I mean... I guess it's hard to see a sense of scale from a drawing, but it's like, yeah, it's big. Yeah, when I'm when I'm talking about like Battlefield 6, like obviously there's gonna be better graphics, there's going to be better better destruction, better blah blah blah. Like this is all stuff that is easily like predicted. Like, I'm not interested in that stuff. If I was interested in that stuff, I'll call myself Calibra. Oh man. How many maps on launch for Battlefield 6? I don't know, dude. It's too early to put a number on that. Did you see Flackfire's video today about Battlefield 6 being all bullshit? I watched a little bit. It wasn't the fact that all the leaks are bullshit, it's more the fact that leaks are damaging are essentially damaging expectations of the game, right? So it's like Just to be clear, I completely understand where he was coming from with that video, but it's like with Call of Duty, for example, a lot of us leakers and insiders, or whatever you want to call us, we was all saying that Warzone was going to get this massive new map with Black Ops Cold War called Ural Mountains. It was going to be a completely brand new map, and then of course all of this hype was building that the game was going to get a brand new Warzone map, and it was going to be this epic, colourful, unique, brand new experience. And then it ended up that, well, that just wasn't the case. Well, it isn't up until now, but they decided to go to 1980s Verdansk. So it's like, I understand where he's coming from, but it's just what I do, man. I guess it's one of those weird things, like, if you've seen the trailer for 2 months, like if you've watched the Battlefield 6 trailer, or you've played the game for 2 months, for example, just thinking out loud here, if you've played the game or you've seen the trailer for 2 months, you've watched it 1,000 times on your computer, for example, and then you're seeing all of these leaks come out that might be true, that are true, but you can't talk about it, and essentially you're not excited about it because you've already seen it, right? Then it's one of those things where it's like, well, what do you do? Do you just ignore it, or do you make a video on it saying that it's ruining the reputation of the game, or the expectation of the game? Sorry. I think ray tracing will be a huge part of marketing. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, with the stuff that they've got going on in the game, to me it just seems impossible that they're going to release it on past generation consoles, which is a bit of a bummer, because then it's like this huge massive game that could compete against Call of Duty isn't going to compete with Call of Duty because Vanguard is likely to be on past generation consoles, so the numbers straight away just aren't there for Battlefield, and that's pretty much why they need Battle Royale, in my opinion. Anything about jet combat? Not really. I mean, I've covered it in pretty much everything else I've already talked about with lock-ons and stuff like that. A lot of people weren't happy about that, but it's a modern / futuristic title. What do you expect? There is lock-ons, so. But thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. That's the first bit of money I've earned from Battlefield leaks. Fucking hell. Woo. Yeah, I think the Game Pass room is true as well. If I'm not answering your questions, guys, it's just simply because I just don't know, or it's too specific where I don't necessarily want to break any like, I don't want to break like the reveal or whatever. I mean, obviously I've done the leaks and the drawings and whatever, but I don't want to ruin everything, because then what's the point? We're literally a week away. Maybe. I don't know the reveal date, unfortunately. I think we'll definitely get a trailer next week or something. Yeah, Saturday. I think it's next week, but I don't know, dude. If I knew, I'd let you know. What regions will the game be based in? It'll be across the world, dude. I know. I seen the bullshit leak on, was it 4chan, like 2030's. All like, I can't remember the leak, dude, but like it's not set in wherever it was set in. It's all over the world. Shameless plug, Tom. Would you like some candy? Yeah, I mean the candy business. Oh, thanks for the donation, Lev. Hopefully I've said your name right. But yeah, the candy business is like just a small business that we're trying to get off the ground to help some people out, basically. Once the website and that's all up and running, I'll probably get into more shameless plugs on that. Eurasia, yeah, that was the one. No, it's all over the world, dude. This is the thing with, this is what annoys me about leaks, is that I try and always cross-reference everything that I say with as many people as possible, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean that I ask people that know about the game. So it's not like I've DM'd a load of EA game changers and gone, "Hey, is this right about the game?" It's more so like seeing how people react. And then obviously there is people who do know about the game, and it's just like, "Oh, is this right? Yep, cool. Post it, boom." But that's why a lot of people stop covering my Battlefield leak specifically, because yeah, NDAs and things. You're gonna buy some sweets from me soon. Alright, man, no worries. I can't remember, you're from the US, right? I think US shipping is ridiculous, dude, just so you know. It's like $20 on top of the crate itself. Why is British people leaking stuff? LOL, like COD is in LA, yet TGR and you both leak in the UK. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Oh, you're from the UK, alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know why people from the UK... Yeah, well, there you go. Modern Warfare 2 Ghost is also the UK, so he's also leaking stuff. But I don't know. It is a bit weird. I think the US, like, I think companies tend to go to US creators more. And then they're tied up in NDAs and that sort of thing, and blah blah blah, and they get all these cool benefits like sleeping in hotels and speaking to socially awkward people, but I don't know, dude. I think this trailer will generate the same, more or less hype than Battlefield 1. I think the trailer is... so the trailer is what is needed from a trailer, from a reveal trailer. It asks more questions than answers in some aspects, but I think that's what's needed. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously we see the setting, we see what's going on with the soldiers, we see some vehicles and weapons and some features of the game. We get to see the fucking insane graphics of the game, and then it's like that's what you need for a reveal. You don't need much more than that. I don't know much on gun customization. This is what I mean when I talk about vague stuff. It's like I don't really know. Things are always changing. So it's like once I know, and I know it's concrete, then I'll probably cover it. It's like maybe before the beta or an alpha or whatever, then it's like, yeah, I'll cover that sort of stuff. They'll have to make you a game changer to make you sign an NDA. Yeah, Paul. I mean, if I signed an NDA, then I wouldn't leak stuff. Like I've worked with loads of game companies and movie companies and stuff like that. I do a lot of social media stuff for companies, a lot of marketing and amplification and all that sort of stuff. I've worked with creators before. Like, I know what NDAs are, and obviously I'd never break them. I mean, honestly, I would love to be a part of the community, the development, the whatever of Battlefield. But I think I'm gonna fuck that up. Oh dear. Crossplay, yeah, I think crossplay. I think just logically speaking, crossplay is needed, right? I was told that. I mean, this is when I first got the info dump. This was April last year with crossplay. It was there. Or it was mentioned, should I say? So I think just logically it's needed. How many next gen consoles has been sold? I think it's like 7.8 million on PS4. So let's just say 15 million. And then obviously you've got PC. So it's like, I think crossplay is needed. Destruction All Stars on PS5. If you guys don't have a PS5, pick that game up, man. Like that game is phenomenal, but just because it was a PS5 exclusive, it just died straight off the bat. Yeah, Crash. Yeah, exactly, man. When will GTA 6 come out? I'm gonna die. Years away, dude. Years away. They don't need... It's like, even if GTA was completed right now, they do not need to release GTA 6. GTA 5 and GTA Online are smashing so many records still. However many years later it is, like 6 years later or whatever. Like, they don't need to release GTA 6. Yeah, exactly. The remastering GTA 5 first. Will we have nations like the UK or Germany? So you just basically play as a specialist soldier. It's just that essentially the sides are US or Russia, and you're fighting for that side. But you can play as whichever nation you want. It's just that you are fighting for the US or Russia. Yeah, it's kind of like a mercenary, yeah. I think the term was... What was it? It was like specialist unit or task force or something like that. That's how it was worded. It wasn't mercenary. It was more along those lines, like specialist unit, task force, specialist task force, something like that. Are we playing as a soldier of a private military company? No, it's more so like Russia or the US have hired you just because you're a part of a fallen nation and they need soldiers, kind of deal. If that makes sense. Or they need specialist soldiers, so like with the reveal trailer map, it's like the US is infiltrating. In my opinion, it looks like a US captured island with rockets. So it's like you're then hired because they need specialists to infiltrate a Russian occupied territory or whatever. And then who knows, maybe like objective game modes. I mean, I am just theorizing a little bit. Is like more dynamic in the way that it's just not going and planting a bomb and watching a little box blow up. It's more so like, if you trigger this objective, then a rocket's going to take off. But if you do this objective when a certain weather event rolls in, then you're an idiot, kind of thing. So I think a lot of people are worried about the weather and stuff, and it being repetitive and boring, and I've seen a lot of comments about it making visibility look like shit and all that sort of stuff. But people need to just take a back seat, wait until the reveal, and then wait until we see more from what EA and DICE are going to do. With face shields and armor playing a large role, will time to kill be higher compared to Battlefield 5? No, it's the same. What colour style does Battlefield have? The logo's like a light blue or turquoise, from what I saw anyway. No worries, no mercy, fella. Levolution 2. I mean, this is one of those weird things. It's like, it is Levolution, but it isn't. It's like, Levolution, in my opinion, was a gimmick. And in this game, it's more so like, it is the game. Like, it's the core. It's not the core game, but it's a part of the core game. It's not, oh, destroy this dam and watch a little bit of water flow, or rocks tumble down a hill, or whatever. It's more so like, destroy this dam, watch it flood wherever, and knock over buildings and stuff like that. It's more part of the game than Levolution. Like, Levolution is more so of a gimmick compared to it in this game. Also a variety of maps like Desert City. Yeah, there's a variety of maps. Any idea when the GTA 5 remaster is coming out? We should see an announcement at E3. That Rockstar logo is going to troll everyone again, dude. And then I'm probably guessing maybe spring next year. It could be sooner than that, but it's one of those things where it's like, I'm guessing they don't want to. I mean, I don't know, dude. They don't want to compete against Battlefield, but it could be Q4, Q1. Night maps. You don't need a night map when there's a day and night cycle, dude. Wink, wink. Can I tell you anything about the upcoming Call of Duty Zombies standalone game? There is a new Zombies project in the works. It's very, 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 very early. So yeah, not much at the moment. But I mean, just thinking out loud again, I think that a Call of Duty Zombies campaign would be fucking so cool, man. Like, wouldn't it? Like, seriously. Zachary, thanks for the $10, man. How is Vanguard's development compared to Cold Wars around this time last year? Any news on Battlefront 3? No news on Battlefront. I've not even thought about that, to be honest. But who knows? Maybe I'll have info on that soon. But yeah, with Vanguard, it's I would say it's probably worse than Cold War, to be honest. Like maybe by the time it releases, it's going to be the same as Cold War, where it's very limited multiplayer maps and stuff like that. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm trying to dive in deeper with the Vanguard stuff because I don't want it to be really vague. I'd like to get quite a few more questions answered in regards to that. Any weight to the COD 2021 cancelled rumours? No, they're not going to cancel COD, dude. I mean, Activision is the sort of company that would release Vanguard with 4 maps and 6 weapons, you know? Like, that's just that. Like, they've already promised a premium title, and Activision are not going to go back on the word to investors, in my opinion. Anything regarding skill-based matchmaking in the next Battlefield title? Yeah, it is. So it's just like, is it? I think it's Battlefield 5, right? Where it's server-based, skill-based matchmaking. So how it works is that with Call of Duty, of course, when you find a game, essentially the matchmaking matches you against 11 other players that have a 2KD. So if you have a 2KD, what will happen is you'll search for a game. The matchmaking will then find another 11 players with similar stats, and then into the game you go, 6v6, all 2KDs, absolute sweatfest, get wrecked, lose all the money at the esports championship, and go home crying. With Battlefield it's different because it's more so where you get into the game first and then the server decides which team you're going to be on. So it's like it's completely random, but then it's like if the matchmaking sees that Team USA has an average of 0.8 KD and Team Russia has an average of 0.9 KD, but you have a 2 KD, that you'll go on to the 0.8 KD of the US team, because then that'll increase the average and balance it out that way. So it's like there is skill-based matchmaking. I think that it should just be expected that pretty much all of these big shooters and stuff are going to have some form of skill-based matchmaking in the games now forever, because obviously the stats and the numbers don't lie, right? It's proven to be a system that's making the companies money, so what can you do? We're getting private servers on release. I don't know about that, dude. Unfortunately. Have any new info about when the reveal trailer or any teaser is about to drop? No, I don't, dude. Like I said, I've said it a few times now. I'm not gonna cover information and say that it's true when it's not. You know. If I find out before the announcement, then I'll just let you know. New melee animations, yeah, there's new melee animations, which should be just expected. This is what I mean when I'm covering some stuff. It's just vague stuff that it's like, well, maybe me saying that will be covered by some people. But I like to get into the specifics, because when the trailer drops, who knows, they might not even drop the trailer that I've may or may not have seen. But it's like that trailer is going to come out at some point, you know? Oh, this chair is squeaky, man. It's some WD-40 or a new chair or something. Jesus. Will Battlefield 6 repeat the failure of Battlefield 5? I don't know, dude. I mean, it's just my opinion, but I think that Battlefield 6 is going to be a really good game this year. Any more info on the day and night cycle or other dynamic map stuff? The beginning of the trailer starts off with a nice sunny blue sky and ends in a dark and rainy mess. That's how I'll cover the day and night cycle and dynamic weather and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's all different. Like, it's all different from what I've heard. So it's like one time you could be playing, it could be sunny throughout the map, all game. The next time it could be completely different. Do you think we'll see Battlefield 3 and 4 maps get remastered for Battlefield 6, possibly as a pre-order incentive? Yeah, I think we probably will, dude. I think it's probably expected as well that we're probably gonna see Operation Metro or whatever. Imagine Operation Metro with 128 players. Jesus. Any info about disembedment or gore? I don't think there is any. I can't. No, I don't think there is any. There was. No, I don't think there is. I'm just going to say that. I don't know. But I don't think there is. I mean, Operation Underground was quite different to Metro. I don't know. It's just one of those. It's just one of those maps, isn't it? That is likely to come out. And info on the game mods, will it have war/operations? Yeah, obviously there's going to be new game mods, but I'm not sure on how many. Like, it's still premature. Like, this is what I was saying about the leak that came out the other day, is that saying that there's going to be 13 maps on release is just stupid, because things change. Things can change 2 months or even a month before release. Even when the game goes gold, it's like maps release could change, you know. So stuff like that I'm not gonna comment on at the moment. Is the multiplayer multiple skyscrapers Levolution League still relevant? Yep. Any info on weapon customization? Interesting. So yeah, so the weapon customization has changed quite a bit. But like I said, it's just one of those things at the moment where it's like I can't really comment, because I don't want to comment and then it get changed in a month, and then a new trailer comes out about weapon customization, and then it's like, oh, Tom, you're full of shit. You know what I mean? Hey, Carpo, welcome to the stream. This is what I've been waiting for. Where's all these new people coming up and streaming for an hour, and then the uptick of views start rolling in. I'm getting hot in this office as well, dude. Not even a smidget of info on weapon customization. You can pretty much change every single aspect of your weapon. Okay, there you go. I'll post on Reddit. Alright, Nick. Cool. You just got the notification. Damn, man. Oh, that's where the views are coming from. Modern Warfare 2 Ghost. We'll do it sooner next time. Squad sizes, I think it's probably just going to be 4 again. But I think they probably just need to do the bigger squad unit leak that I did a couple of months ago. Where there's more than just 4, so it's like you're working together as a unit rather than just a 4-man squad. No worries, Jordan. I'm not sure, Duckling, mate. From what I've seen, it's all mainly like US/Russia, but the game's plot is that you're hired by the USA or Russia, so it's likely that you're hired based on the fact that you're a specialist soldier from, let's just say, what country did I just read? So yeah, so if you're hired, you're a specialist unit from the UK, it's likely that obviously you're going to take your weapons that you know into the battle to fight against, you know, whichever team you're fighting against, if that makes sense. Will Bad Company 3 ever happen? Will it happen? I mean, it could happen in the next couple of years, right? But from where I think this Battlefield title is going is that it's going to be supported for quite a while. So it's going to be supported for between 3 and 5 years. And then obviously things can change, where maybe they do more than that based on whatever they've got coming out. If Battle Royale, for example, is this insanely popular thing where they can make a lot of money from it and convert users over to the premium game, then it's one of those things. Off topic of leaks, how's your day been? It's been alright. We took my son to his first ever mixed martial arts lesson today, which was cool. If you would rate the trailer 1 of 10, which rating does it get? I'd probably say a 9. Like I would have liked to see gameplay, but it is gameplay. It's just shot cinematically. So I believe everything that you see in the trailer is actual in-game stuff. It's just been shot in a cinematic fashion. What do I do for a living aside from leaks? So I work for quite a few agencies. I have my own agency, stock investment, crypto investment. I just started the candy business that I've shamelessly been plugging over on Twitter. So I do quite a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't know that I've been in the gaming industry now for like 10 years. Reversed boosted lobby. Yeah, it is. Don't cry, please. I ain't playing against sweats, dude. I don't care for that. Did the trailer come out? Nope. Unless it's just come out, but I doubt it. Will there be a normal 64 players conquest mode? Yeah, so I think 64 players is still a game mode. I think it's 50-50 between 64 and 128. It isn't all 128 players. And even 128 players for some mods might be a bit conservative. Like, there is a possibility they could increase that as well. The stuff Calibri is leaking looks super legit. Is it? What's he leaking now? As I put the biggest quotation marks in the air. Well, he's not said anything new. Nah, he's full of crap. Like, Calibri is genuinely full of crap. Like, the game changers laugh at him. People who developed the game laugh at him. I laugh at him. He's just one of those people who are trying to capitalize on the hype of the next game. You know. Talk movement on Battlefield 6. I'm glad you mentioned this, because this is actually something that a lot of people have said, is that the movement is a lot more fluid. And I like, personally, I come from a Call of Duty background, so I play Call of Duty quite a lot. And every time I have played Battlefield, it always feels a little bit like clunkier than Call of Duty, but apparently that's been addressed a little bit better. Maybe it's because the game is current gen only or whatever, but yeah, the movement is a lot more fluid. Which reverse boosted method are you using? I just joined a reverse boosted account. Like, joined the session. I actually like the movement in Battlefield 5. Well, I don't know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's like, when the game releases, is it different, is it not? I guess it comes down to personal preference. What about Sonaro? I mean, I like the guy, man. He's a nice, genuine guy, but he likes to make out his predictions as being facts, and that's what I'm not trying to do. Calibri posted some animation that said choose your body. He doesn't know anything, man. He genuinely knows nothing. It's just one of those things where he's spewed that much bullshit out of his mouth. It's like, if the game's revealed tomorrow, it's like 8 times the charm. He said it for pretty much every single day, and then just deleted the tweet or whatever. I enjoy listening to you and seeing how you measure your words. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Paul. But I think this is more so like a test. Ideally, what I want to do is turn that Gone Gold newsletter into a Gone Gold podcast. A lot of people are confused by the name of that. Like, Gone Gold means that when the game goes live, it's like when a game goes gold, it means that it's essentially ready. Like, it's been printed on discs, it's ready to be shipped out, and I just really like that name, so that's what I went with. And this is kind of a test to that. Like, I'm not sure if I should change my channel name to Gone Gold Podcast, or if I should change it just to Tom Henderson and make a new channel or whatever, but yeah. Do you think that Battlefield will have 120 FPS or locked at 60? I'm not sure, dude. It's just so out, like the stuff that they've got going on with even just the trailer. You'll understand when you see it. It's like, can the game run at 120 FPS with that going on, or is it impossible, or is it something where they'll just lock it at 60 because it isn't possible. Do you know what I mean? Farley, welcome to the stream. I mean, you're not saying things unless you're not sure about them. Yeah. I mean, what's the point in me saying something that I'm not sure about, right? It's like, even, like I said, it's like, even with the trailer, if they could just decide to do a complete 180 and release a completely different trailer, or release something completely different, and it's like, well, you're going to release that trailer at some point, or it's just going to get leaked by someone at some point, so you might as well just release it for the reveal. Obviously, I'm not going to release the trailer because, you know, legalities and stuff, but it's like it's circulating among people, should I say. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that it will be the reveal trailer. I haven't seen gameplay, I can't say. If you said stuff you weren't sure about, you'll practically be Calibra. Yeah. The thing with leaks, and this is something that I do want to mention, is that the thing with leaks, and pretty much every single leak that has happened, not just by me but by everyone, is that there's always something that's wrong, right? Things change. The biggest leak for Call of Duty Warzone was that there was going to be this brand new map, Ural Mountains, and all of the leakers were saying that it's coming, it's a few weeks away now, blah blah blah, and then they just ended up releasing 1980s Verdansk, which made a lot of people upset, and that's why I understand Flackfire's video, which he released today, talking about setting expectations and stuff like that, and I get that. It's just one of those things. But I think that leaks are a very important part of hyping people up, but that's just my own opinion. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think leaks are good, or do you think they're bad? New Frostbite engine, Battlefield 6, better graphics than 5. Yeah, Sam, and thanks for the donation, man. The graphics pretty much look like a movie, in my opinion. Especially the explosion that happens. A lot of people don't trust you, and that happens with a ton of leakers, so I ask, how much do you stand by your leaks that you posted for Battlefield 6? If I'm wrong with everything that I've saying, like by the time Battlefield 6, so with the trailer, for example, I'm pretty confident that it is going to be the reveal trailer, but it might not be. It could be just another trailer further on down the point, down the timeline of marketing or whatever. Like, I'm that confident that I will literally, if I'm wrong, I will donate 1 ton of leaks to, I don't know, a food bank or whatever. Or spaghetti. Spaghetti is probably better for a food bank. 1 ton. Or maybe a ton of leeks and spaghetti, so people can have spaghetti leeks. Yeah, I'm gonna mute that dude. How do I mute him? I don't know, dude. Hey Ty-Tree, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well, dude. I've not looked on your channel for a while. Are you still posting? Not really. How do I mute this fucking guy, dude? I think I did it. This isn't live gameplay. No, imagine me get... So the gameplay in the background is just 10 different games with double nukes. Yeah, if my leaks are not... Let's just say, like, 90% accurate, I'll donate 1 ton of spaghetti to a food bank. Or $1,000. Or whatever. Yeah, that's how confident I am. Battlefield soundtrack, it's a lot more energetic. Does the trailer contain gameplay? So it is all gameplay, it's just captured from a cinematic view. Like that's what I was talking about with the Battlefield 5 trailer, is that it's somewhat like that it's captured from a cinematic point of view. And I think there is the first person from the jet, and then there is a like literally a second where like you're in some kind of vehicle. I'm not sure if it's like a jeep or a helicopter or whatever. Oh no, it's not a jet. It's so the perspective is from like a helicopter, and then I think there is like 1 second where you're in a different vehicle. Some will see again that has more content and is more refined and optimized when it gets launched. It's going to be more optimized, obviously, especially if they are going down this route where it is just current gen consoles, which I do believe that it will be. It just means that everyone can focus on the same hardware and not have to worry about downgrading or anything like that. And in terms of like content, it's just one of those things where I can't say, yeah, there's going to be 50 maps on launch, but it's so premature. Even though we are only 6-7 months or whatever it is from release, it's still very premature to say that those are coming out, because I just don't know yet. I mean, even with Call of Duty, I think they cut like 3 maps like 2 or 3 weeks before launch. Can you hum the new theme? No. No. Oh, no. Is the build feature in Battlefield 6? I'm not sure. I think the best, like not the best feature, but the feature that I do like most, and it's probably just me, but I really like the robot dog. Like the Boston Dynamics dog. I just think it's a cool little thing. I don't know. Let's hope it's not going to be 100 gig. Oh, dude. Once Battlefield comes out, I'm deleting Call of Duty on Warzone. I'm never playing that again. I'm going to have to turn this fan on. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. If you can, then whatever. Is a robot dog more of an attack gadget or support gadget? There is different ones, actually. So both. I'm sure there was one with a weapon on it. Let me look. Imagine if I just accidentally shared my screen now. Yeah, so one has a weapon on it, and then the one in the trailer is more of a support one, I think, unless it does have a weapon on it. I couldn't really tell. Unfortunately, the one that I watched wasn't a 4K one. Once you said that there were rocket launches in the new Battlefield, how to destroy them mid-flight, you shoot it if you want. Would you get a copyright strike? Yeah, I'd get a copyright strike, dude. Sam, thanks for the $3 donation. Do soldiers remember Battlefield 4 soldiers in 6? No, it's more futuristic. Like face masks and helmets and body armor and juggernaut suits play a pretty big role in this title. Is there gore? I don't think there is any gore. Play smidget of audio and will never doubt your credibility again. I don't care about people doubting my credibility, man. Like, I'm not a kid, you know what I mean? If you want to doubt it, then whatever. Not a single fuck is given. Damn, I was hoping that would work. Dear. Right, I think I'm going to end the stream there anyway. How long have we been streaming for? An hour and a half, yeah. So, it's time for me to leave. I see that your Twitter has been suspended. How do you know this stuff? Dude, I just refreshed my Twitter so fast. Man! Don't do me like that, man. I just joined and don't know anything. I've got a new Twitter, man. Boop. Let's get this in the chat. Go and give it a follow. Goodbye, thanks. Goodbye. Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming. Let me know what you thought of the stream as well. Before I get off, I do want to see what everyone's thoughts are. I did start the stream intending not to give away a lot, so hopefully I didn't. But yeah, let's see what everyone's saying. The stream was wonderful. Interesting stream. Spaghetti. I love these streams. Alright, cool. So I think, like, I am deciding if I should do a podcast or not. Maybe I'll do a poll over on Twitter or whatever and see what people think. It's just that in this office that I've got at home, it's pretty cramped. So I've got 7 monitors in a, I think it's like 1.5 meter by 2.5 meter room. So it might be a bit hard getting a camera and all that sort of stuff. But we will see. Do a podcast. Do it. I do want to do a podcast, but I just think my voice is like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, is this the voice that you could fall to sleep by listening to? Close your eyes and think of Battlefield. You know? Do a spaghetti podcast. Yeah, that's taking the piss, isn't it? Vernon K. podcast. Yeah, like even so. When I first started YouTube, like 7 or 8 years ago, like my voice was like proper northern, because I am from Bolton, which is where like Peter Kay, Vernon Kay, Paddy McGuinness is from. So I was like, "Hey up, cock! Are you looking forward to some Battlefield 6 news?" And now I try and suppress it a little bit. My fucking speak. Oh dear. Sounds like an Alright, awesome guys. I'm gonna Monty Python parrot sketch. Probably. Oh yeah, drinking ASMR. Ready. Alright guys, we're gonna call the stream there. Can you fly the Ospreys? I'll cover that very quickly. Yes. And you can crash land them, and you can use them as transports, and there's like 8 on the map. Well, in the trailers, I think there's 8 or 7 or 8. Anyway, your drawing skills are amazing. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it from me. I appreciate everyone coming by. Appreciate the donations. Can I interview you on my channel? Let's see how many subscribers you've got. I mean, subscribers don't matter, but I'll check out your channel. It's one of those things, like I don't care about subscribers, but it's like, will we resonate well, you know? Yeah. Anyway, I've said I'm going for 5 minutes straight now, so now I am going. Appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you in the next stream.